Welcome to All Pro Racing, Daytona International Speedway. 2.5 miles, 4 turns, clear skies tonight, 76 degrees. Winds out of the north, 10 mile per hour. Relative humidity, 64%.
and the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
Welcome to All Pro Racing. This is Mike Ellis. Thanks for joining us. Daytona International Speedway. Clear skies, 75 degrees. Winds out of the north, about 10 miles an hour. Relative humidity, 64%. Looking forward to a great night. So every Tuesday night, we race for cash here at All Pro Racing. $10 cash for the winner on the line tonight. As we get ready for qualifying, practice is wrapping up here. Fastest in practice, Donald Jinks and Dave Langman with 48.52s. Third and fourth, Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert, 48.61. And qualifying starts, green flag is out as they all sit at the end of pit road here trying to decide what to do and who's going to go with who. As some of the trucks start peeling off here, including the 754. Now everybody's getting ready to roll off here I always thought they could run faster as a pack. Interestingly, Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee coming out towards the rear of the pack a little bit. So looks like Jinx is hooked up with Dave Langman. They go out. Odd man out there, Brian Bateman in the 8 car. The 04 is an odd man out as well. And the 64, Cecil Rene, one of our previous winners. They're not going to do much good without a partner out here, so they need to find each other and try to get connected and get back out there. As they come around this time, they'll be getting the green and probably for their hot lap for this run. I expect Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert to put up a fast time here. They're currently on the backstretch going into 3. It does take a couple laps to get these warmed up. Make sure to check us out on our new home on YouTube. Make sure to go to YouTube and search All Pro Racing, or get on Facebook and search All Pro Racing there. We have some of the best racing on the planet here at All Pro Racing. And boy, Dustin and Damon are on a hot one here as they catch up and go around another pair on the outside, the 6 and the 27. Might hinder their full lap here by having to go around the outside, but we'll have to see. Yeah, they put up a good one, 48.30. Damon Gilbert on the provisional pole, Dustin Lee with identical times. Donald Jinks, 3rd, Dave Langman, 4th, Jeff Martin, 5th. Let's pick up Jinks and Langman as they go out for their 2nd run here. They had enough to get to 3rd and 4th, but they're a good 7 tenths off, almost 8 tenths off the pole-sitting pair. So Jinx is a determined man. Oh, and he spins it on the apron here, trying to get back out onto the track. Let's see if his partner waited for him there. Jinx, open qualifying here to match NASCAR's new open qualifying system. Interestingly, this week is the All-Star race at Charlotte. NASCAR is going back to the traditional 2-lap qualifying per car, individual cars, for the All-Star race. Other NASCAR news this week, Carl Edwards is the obvious free agent at the end of the season, and some speculation in the media is going on that he may be leaving Roush, perhaps to Joe Gibbs as a 4th team, but obvious rumor is Carl has declined further comments. So we'll have to see where Carl ends up. Roush has not run well since Mark Martin left, really. So Roush has got some work to do if they're going to keep their drivers. Matt Kenseth has already fled. Now it looks like Carl Edwards is fleeing. You know, when will Greg Biffle take off, you know? We got some new people up front. Let's document this. Dustin Lee, David Gilbert continue to hold the top spot with 48.24. Chuck Runyon shown in third with a 48.52. He is currently working with the 18 truck, who sits way down the order. In fact, the 18 truck doesn't even have a time yet. Oh, there he is. Will Salisbury, currently P18. So we'll have to see how that works out. Chuck Runyon, 33, currently on a flyer. That Indiana truck. Of course, as a race fan, you gotta love the month of May. Every day at work, I stream the Indy cars from Indianapolis right to my desktop and keep up with all the practice and action. Rain this afternoon, but got a lot of practice laps turned this morning. Kurt Busch got 30-some laps in, and a nice, respectable time. Glad to see Kurt Busch out there getting it done correctly to really do the double justice and actually be competitive in both races. We haven't seen somebody take the double and actually be competitive, but I think Kurt Busch actually has a chance. So we'll see as the month progresses. Here comes David Gilbert, Dustin Lee on a hot one. They're coming up behind the 33 of Chuck Runyon. As they come to the line, let's see if any of these guys advance their times. They do not. So that's Lee is our provisional pole sitter. Gilbert second, Runyon third, Langman fourth, Stephen Urban fifth. Still a lot of trucks out there by themselves. Picking up Stephen Urban, the fifth spot. He's working with Mike Wheeler in the sixth spot. Looks like they're just switching up to make another run here. Let's pick up the 5 truck. All Pro Racing's very own Jonas Hankins out there. Wasn't sure if Jonas was coming to the booth tonight or not, but it looks like he's antsy to be behind the wheel. Currently doesn't have a partner, running 19th out there with a 49.33. Let's pick up the 54 coming off pit road. This is W. Darrell Wallace Jr. I think they also call him Bubba Wallace, and I believe he runs in the Camping World Truck Series in NASCAR. We're not sure if this is the actual Bubba Wallace. There's some speculation among the other drivers if this is the actual Bubba Wallace or not. So I'm saying he is or he isn't. Bubba, I tell you what, send me a tweet on Twitter at Mike Dean Ellis and confirm that you're in this race with us, and we'll give you some good coverage there for your sponsor, Camping World, Good Sam, 54 Chevy Silverado. Always love it when the NASCAR drivers join us. Hey, this is competitive racing, and Bubba knows it. That's why he's here. Looks like the 24 and the 8 are on a run here. Lined up with the 27 and 04. Looks like they gave up. Yeah, Charles Churchville bumped Stephen Hurt from the top 5. Charles up to the 5th spot. And the 35 truck DuPont Chevy. Nice to see Jeff Gordon back in victory lane this week. Representing us 40-something old guys. Whoa, as the 35 almost gets turned there by the 6th truck of Jeff T. Martin. That was close with the RACE-DAYTONA-5. 8 minutes left. And we'll go racing. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube.
You want to go high for us, Jerry?
Oh, Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert continue to lead. Looks like they did advance their times. I missed it, but they're up to 48.17, 48.18. Donald Jinks gets back up to 3rd with Dave Langman 4th. Chuck Runyon up to 5th. Bouncing Churchville down to 6th. Herb 7th, Mike Wheeler 8th, Tyler Peebles 9th, Jerry Clayton rounds out your top 10. Couple other All-Pro Racings I'll announce in here. The 7 truck, Brad Blitch is with us. Kevin O'Brien in the 84. Rod Romana Sr., iRacing's own Iron Man. Super Speedway Specialist Kevin Utley in the 29s out here tonight. Whoa, we got a new pole sitter. Dave Langman has pushed Donald Jinks to a 47.754. Wow. We got a good 10th on Lee and Gilbert there. And we're down to 6 minutes. Let's pick up Lee and Gilbert as they come back off here, trying to get another lap going to see if they got anything for Jinks and Langman. Jinks showing some power out there. Heard some radio traffic. Jinks was trying to get his friend in the mix there, Jonas Hankins, but Jonas still sitting back in 19th. Just over 3 minutes remain. Do what you have to do. One minute left. 1 minute left in qualifying. Donald Jinks, your current pole sitter, 47.754. Looks like Lee and Gilbert are not going to have enough here to get it done. $30 left. Do they have anything for Jinks and Langman? As they come across the line, time runs out. They do not advance their position. So looks like Donald Jinks is going to be our pole sitter. As the checkered flag comes out here. So Donald Jinks, our pole sitter, congratulations to him, 47.754. Thanks for joining us at Daytona International Speedway. I know Damon Gilbert was really wanting that pole. We talked before the race down there, and he indicated he was really going to try hard, but he ended up fourth. As we get ready for our starting grid, let's take a look at some of these paint jobs. Donald Jinks in the Goodwrench Service Plus Chevy Silverado, Dale Earnhardt written right there on the hood. Nice looking job, paint job there, Donald. Second will be Dave Langman in the 1. Starting third, our very own Dustin Lee, Olive Hills Welding, carrying the Michelangelo's sponsorship on the back of that truck. Starting fourth, Damon Gilbert, Monster Energy, Chevy Silverado. Starting fifth, Chuck Runyon in the 33. Indiana Special. Starting sixth, Mike Wheeler in the 42, Carolina Special. Starting seventh, our NASCAR mystery driver, Darrell Wallace Jr. I think this is the actual Bubba Wallace from NASCAR, but we'll have to still confirm that. We'll see how he drives. I think he got in our first caution last week, so that might be an indication on if we got the real Bubba here or not. We'll have to see. Tyler Peebles on 27, starting 8th in the Toyota Care Chevy Silverado. How does that work? A Toyota Care on a Chevy. But Charles Churchville starting 9th in the 35 DuPont. Stephen Earp in the 53 Carolina Special. Ed Sauls starting in the 36 unsponsored machine. Hey, if you want to sponsor a truck, better check out Ed Sauls. Jeff T. Martin on his outside in the 12th spot, Rednecks Racing, Chevy Silverado. Jerry Clayton starting 13th, Main Performance PC, Chevy Silverado. Hey, I bought my cockpit from Main Performance PC. They're good people over there in Florida. Andrew Weharley starting in the 13, Adidas truck. Rodney Smith, love Rodney's paint job. Led Zeppelin truck, gotta love it. Led Zeppelin rules. 16, Kevin Utley in the Budweiser. 29, Chevy Silverado. Grab some buds. This bud's for you. Rod Romita Sr., iRacing's very own Iron Man, starting in the 9 truck on a 17th spot, Bass Pro Shops. Good luck, Rod. Brad Blitch, 18th, in the Republic Airways truck. Will Salisbury starting 18th. New York Kart Club truck. Cecil Rene rounds out our top 20 in the Roush Performance Chevy Silverado. Congratulations to our top 20. Looking forward to a good race. Let's get back up to our leader here. I'm getting some connection type issues here. Let's hope that we hold together on this server. So they're doubling up. Pace car lights are off. We're about to bring it green. Pace car is off. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. And there they go. Two by two all the way back here. Let's see if they can hold it together. We got 50 laps tonight. I'd like to see a nice green flag run here at the beginning. Whoa, and Dustin Lee changes lanes and pulls it off. Hooking up with his teammate. I hear reports of the drivers having connection issues too. We're still green. We got cars driving through each other. Oh, we got a wreck in the back, a big pile up. And they're wrecking up in the front now too. Oh, caution is out. Looks like it starts with a red truck back here. Trying to see who that is. Looks like it's the 41 of Travis McNutt. Starts off the caution. Looks like the 43 is behind him pushing. And there was a check up there. The 43 just turns him. And boom, the 8 goes up in the air. The 24 goes around and spins upside down. A bunch of trucks caught up in this. I believe there is one reset. There was a simultaneous wreck up front too. I think it was the 53 of Stephen Urbanwald who was running P10. So the 53 of Stephen Urban goes down suddenly into the 33 of Chuck Runyon and just takes Chuck out and basically spins in front of a bunch of cars there. DuPont 35 is cracked really hard into the outside wall. The 7 is in it. Lots of carnage here on lap 2 of 50. Pit stops are happening. Back to live action. Our leader is in, Donald Jinks, bringing it down pit road here. So Jinks relinquishes the first spot there to bring it down pit road. Dave Langman shown behind the wall, who was running second. Dustin Lee is scored as our leader right now with Damon Gilbert second. Looks like Mike Wheeler's going to be third. The 27, Tyler Keebles, will be next in line, followed by Bubba Wallace. So we're under caution here. Let's see if we can get a driver interview with Jinks. Donald Jinks in the 3 truck, you got me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike.
Well, you pit out of the lead there on lap 2 to get some fuel. You just wanting to get out in the back and get away from all this?
Yeah, because they're seeing them blinking, and I don't understand why, but because all my stuff's showing good. Server's showing a latency of 117.
Yeah, we're experiencing blinking issues up here in the booth as well, both on commentator and camera, so there's certainly something going on. Good luck out there. Hope you can stay connected.
I should be able to stay connected. I just wanted to get out of the way till this thing quiets down. Hopefully the server will quiet itself down and we can get back to good racing.
One more question. Congratulations on the pole. You take it away from Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert. Must be a satisfying feeling, but nice run out there with Dave Langman.
Thank you there, Mike. I wish you could have stayed in, but hey, I'll try and find somebody and work my way back up there.
All right, good luck. We'll be watching.
Have a good one, Mike.
So there you have it. Donald Jinks, our pole sitter, way back in the running order, currently 23rd. Let's see how he makes his way back up through there. We know he has a fast truck. Pace car lights are off. Check out the back tailgate area of the Dustin Lee truck. Our leader is Michelangelo's Painting. If you have any painting needs in the Phoenix area, make sure to dial 1-800-PAINTING. So we do single file restarts here to keep the caution laps down. Let's see what these guys do. They normally go up by the wall, but they're not doing it this time. They stay low. Nice clean start for at least the lead pack. Everyone's taking it real easy. Talk on the radios. They're taking it all easy because of the blinking issues. Hopefully we can get through that and finish off this race. Top 5 on the bottom, lined up here. Caution. Something has happened back here. Bring out a caution. Still looking, I think the 24 is involved. Yeah, the 24 of Nick Leeds and the Hellman's Mayonnaise Chevy Silverado. Let's see what happens with the 24. Ooh, he gets turned by the 121, it looks like, of Logan St. John. So Logan St. John causing the caution. Let's take a replay on him. He basically just came up out of his lane a little bit as the 24 was coming down. Certainly some net code there. Those were about a foot apart. So that's certainly some net code. Certainly don't want to be getting close to each other out there with the server issues we're experiencing. So caution is out for the 24. Nick Leeds, tough break there. So let's see what's going on. The live action here. Coming around to the pit road. What will the leaders do? Looks like Rod Romana Sr. is on the tail end of the lead lap, perhaps. But up here in front of the leaders looks like are coming. No, they're faking. Lead pack stays out. Well, let's see if we can get an interview with Logan St. John, who was involved in that caution.
Logan St. John in the 121 truck. You got me? It's Mike up in the booth.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, it looks like that was a net code incident. You guys were kind of close to each other, but about a foot apart. And it appears that you hit, but you didn't really. Probably some of these connection and server issues we've seen, but somehow it didn't look like you got much damage.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I felt like I slid up the track a little bit on him, so I feel like it's still my fault, but I hope he didn't get too much damage either.
All right, well, good luck out there. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can get one more interview in.
That wreck that happened there on lap 3, I think it was, when it kind of piled up there at the start-finish line. I dug down into the grass, got a penalty for excessive speeding and all that. So I got a black flag, and I had to go in and clear it right there.
Well, this caution's a lucky break then. You're going to get waved around here as you come up to the line and get back around behind all these guys. Certainly enough time to get it up through there, so we'll be watching. Good luck.
Thank you, Mike.
So as Rod Romana Sr. gets the wave by, as the pace car lights go out, he drives on by, and he gets to make up the entire lap and pull around behind all these guys and get all that track position back. Not seeing Stream. Pace car lights are off. I'm seeing the advertisements. It says, please stand by. Not seeing cars. All right, so Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert are our leaders. Mike Wheeler in third, Tyler Peebles in fourth, W. Darrell Wallace Jr. in fifth. Are they going to start on the bottom or the top? Looks like Dustin's bringing them to the bottom. I like it up top because you can only pass to the right, and if you're up top, nobody can do that to you. So. Let's get some laps in here. Pace car's off. Green is out. Oh, the 5 and the 27 hook up. But the 27 can't decide. He was with Bubba Wallace Jr., then he went up with Hankins, and then he went back to Wallace Jr. So other people trying to hold the fourth spot. He can't decide who to work with. And Mike Wheeler gets shuffled. Tyler Peebles goes by Mike Wheeler on the inside and bringing along with him W. Darrell Wallace Jr. Very good. Tyler Peebles and Darrell Wallace Jr. trying to get a run on the outside here as a pair on some of the best in the business. Dustin and Damon Gilbert on the inside. These guys work together every week. We got us a great, good old-fashioned pushing contest here. Whoa, and Darrell Wallace goes low, gets into Damon Gilbert, goes up into Darrell Wallace, brings him up into the wall really hard, as now they're wrecking. As the 27 goes around, the 36 goes around, we're under caution. They all go around. The big one is on. Now, I don't know. That's ridiculous. As everyone just piles on in. Taking a replay, Damon Gilbert. 36 is involved. 04 is involved with Eric Schaefer. Ed Sauls, the 6, practically everybody. We got one truck airborne, the 32. Dennis Sather gets some big air. And ARCA braking going on big time here. Take a replay on the 39 truck. Dave MacArthur, who's one lap down to the field, comes driving through here and somehow, some way, launches into the air. And in the words of Australians Andrew Williams, that truck took flight. With Dave MacArthur launching his truck, doing some pretty nasty ARCA braking there. Launches that baby straight up in the air, pirouette style, and actually jumps over the top of Darrell Wallace Jr. Pretty amazing. That is a replay to save. A lot of trucks disconnecting after this wreck. Darrell Wallace Jr. is taking it behind the wall. Nicholas Orth is taking it behind the wall. Andrew Weirley is behind the wall. Tyler Peebles behind the wall. Nick Leitz is out as well. Currently showing 28 cars on the lead lap. Back to live action here. It looks like Mike Wheeler is going to be shown as our leader in the Carolina Special. Jonas Hankins shown in second. Chuck Runyon third. Looks like the connection issues have cleared up a bit. Jonas Hankins pick up on the 5 truck. Left side damage, pretty heavy around that left rear for Jonas Hankins. Boy, he's probably looking to pit and get a reset if he's got any left. Dustin Lee pulls off on pit road with Donald Jinks. So maybe some new alliances forming. Mike Wheeler stays out. He's got a little bit of left rear damage too. No, Mike Wheeler's fine. Jonas has the left rear damage. And Charles Runyon. Let's see if we can get an interview.
Oh. Checking up, coming out to.
Let's talk to Damon Gilbert in the 68 truck.
Mike Ellis up in the booth for Damon Gilbert in the Monster Energy 68 truck. You got me?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you got involved in that, but luckily have a reset there. Tell us what you saw.
All I saw, I haven't looked at the replay yet, but I just remember going to the corner and I just went right up the track. And then I saved it coming off the corner and then they just wrecked off to going into the tri-oval, which I would have been still on the lead lap. But what me and Dustin's only 3 cars behind me. Hopefully we'll get back up to the front.
Yeah, and probably didn't help that there were a lot of drivers out there doing some very heavy ARCA braking.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get back to the front. We're going to try to get back to the front. Well, thank you.
All right, good luck. It'll be fun to watch you go up through there.
Let's take a look at Rod Romanus Sr. Remember, we talked to him last caution. He was starting tail end. He's up to P11, folks. He survived that mess. We're green. Mike Wheeler brings him down to the line. Jonas Hankins is out there with damage, taking a look with the help of Chuck Runyon. He might get it done because Wheeler has no help. Here comes Churchville. Hankins is not clear. Churchville pushes really hard on Wheeler here. Churchville getting it done, able to hold the position there on Hankins and Runyon. But they fall down in line. Top four lined up. Fifth is Rod. Sorry, Rod. I keep saying. Rod's having a great run. Up there with Mark McDaniel in the 69. Dustin Lee trying to hang on here to these top six. It's a big gap back beyond them. Maybe these guys have settled in. Lap 15 to 50. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing as they put Kevin up the lap down. So 16 cars on the lead lap. We lost a bunch of them in that last caution. Got the outside lane starting to form here. Rod Schultz, Hero 4 of Eric Schaefer. Having a nice run, almost to the top 5 here. A nice run on the outside here. They got to be getting hot though. As Churchville fights on the inside in that DuPont Chevy. And lurking on the outside row out there, Gilbert and Lee. You knew they'd be back. Now they just work their way to the top 5. Hankins is in a good spot, even though he's got some damage. He seems to be holding his own out there. Currently P3. Looking at last week in review, All Pro Racing, NASCAR iRacing team went to Kansas this week, and we didn't do very well. Jonas Hankins ran several races. I ran a few. I think I got a 10th and a 12th. And I wrecked a few times. And just overall not a good week. I think D'Amico tried a couple times. Not able to finish. Oh, as the pack comes up on a lap car, lap 6 of Jeff Martin. We have a new leader, the 37, Rod Schultz. Just briefly leads this race. Whoa, as the 04 taps the wall there. Damon Gilbert takes evasive action, goes 3 wide. Got a nice little pack forming here. Probably the top 15 right here. Throw a blanket over him. Mike Wheeler still getting it done up front. But Charles Churchville is the one making him look good. Rod Schultz has lost his belt. Chuck Runyon went down to the bottom there. But now Rod is right behind, right in front of David Gilbert, Dustin Lee. They decide to push him clear so they can move on. But now Gilbert pushing on the 37. I think the 37 is just going too high up in the second and third lanes to really get a good run there. Damon Gilbert finally pulls down underneath as they hang the 37 out to dry. So this first pair is separated a little, and Dustin Lee sees an opportunity, and boy, they go fast on the outside as they caught Churchville sleeping. Churchville's back on the 42. Wheeler, though, pushing his guts out, trying to keep up with these top two. Oh, they come really close to touching. NASCAR's very own Bubba Wallace did not survive for the second week in a row. Bubba, if you're watching, please send me a tweet. Whoa, Dustin Lee makes a maneuver. He almost wrecks Hankins. Hankins has to get out of it. He pulls down low. Perhaps he was hot, but had to get out of the gas there, and everyone checked up. We're still green. Well, that's exactly what Churchville wanted to see, is that pair fall back and cool down for the next run. But here comes Lee. He's back on it. Pushing Damon Gilbert like a hood ornament there. Side by side from the lead here. Dustin Lee, too hot. He has to duck out. He hangs his partner out. They're doing a switch, I think. See if Lee comes back up. Oh, Gilbert's able to shove it down there. And they make another run, this time with Gilbert being the pusher. Dustin Lee side drafting hard there. 35 pushes him up a bit. Churchville doing everything he can to hold this position. Oh, Churchville takes it 3 wide for the lead. That's not going to work. He pushes David Hill up. They're still doing it. Dustin Lee is our leader on the outside. And somehow Churchville gets around Wheeler. Whoa, and the 37 comes out, takes out Cecil Rene. We're under caution. Boy, we saw that coming. Take a replay on Rod Schultz in the 37. Rod was pushing on Cecil there, but then he decided to go 3 wide on Cecil Renee and shoves it in there in between Hankins and Renee. There's barely enough room, but the 42 pushes up just a little. Cecil Renee pushes down, and there's just not enough room, and there's contact. Cecil Renee gets the first end of that deal. So, wow, great racing up front. Back up front, looks like Dustin Lee is our leader. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Make sure to find us on Facebook and YouTube. Many thanks to our sponsor, Michelangelo's Painting. Call 1-800-PAINTING for all your painting needs in the Phoenix, Arizona area. $10 cash for our winner tonight. 50 laps. We're on lap 26, just past halfway. As the leaders approach pit road here, let's see what happens. Lee pits, Gilbert stays out. Well, Gilbert's a lap down, so he's going to get a wave around, get back on the lead lap. But everyone else pitting, Lee, Churchville, Wheeler, Jinx is on pit road too. Oh, and Jinx going to win the race off pit road, but Rod Romanus Sr. right there too. Rod with gas only. Boy, and you've just seen Rod Romanus Sr. get through the field. I think it was 2-3 cautions ago. He was at the back, and boy, you just saw him almost win the race off pit road there. See if we can get an interview with Charles Churchville in the 35.
I think it's 1 to green before a wave by go.
Hey, Mike Ellis up in the booth for Charles Churchville in the 35 DuPont Chevy. You got me?
Loud and clear, my friend.
Well, I tell you what, Churchville, that was quite a move you pulled off. You were behind the leader. You made it 3 wide when you saw those guys coming on the outside, and somehow made it work and got around that leader. Impressive.
That was more a desperation move for my engine than anything else. I was just getting too hot fighting those guys off so far, and just made the move on the 42. It wasn't that I was trying to pass him. I just needed to get air.
Well, lots of good drivers up front. You're able to hold it together there. Unfortunately, further back in the field, they weren't able to when they took it 3 wide, so thus we're under caution. But, hey, good luck out there.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
All right, well, there you heard it from Mr. Jonas Hankins himself. Joined us in the booth last week. I was hoping for him up in the booth here this week. We're under green. Donald Jinks, our leader, Rod Roman, a senior, right behind him. Chuck Runyon third, Mike Wheeler fourth. Whoa! And somebody has jumped the start there. The 69 truck of Mark McDaniel. Not sure what he's doing out there. A lap down. It looks like a legal move, but not a very sportsmanship move. Now he's holding up the field here as Jakes is trapped behind him. So Mike Wheeler is our leader, Charles Churchville second. They got a nice breakaway here from everybody else. Donald Jinks is third. Being pushed by Rod Roman, a senior, in fourth. And they wheel in this front pair. Looks like the tower pulled the chain on Mark McDaniel. We're jumping that restart, getting involved with the leaders there with a wrecked truck. So that's not very sportsmanlike, and we don't condone that behavior here at All Pro Racing Professional. Looks like Jinks and Rod Roman, a senior, have caught him. They're taking a run on the outside here. Wheeler and Churchville getting it done on the bottom. Churchville trying to keep it cool and save it for when he needs it. Jinks decides to fall in line. It's too early to be racing. Lap 31 of 50. Now we got another pair coming in as 5th and 6th to catch up. Chuck Runyon, Jonas Hankins. And then 7th, 8th, another pair. Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert just switched. You know they're going to be coming on the outside here. Just love this part of the race. It's really a chess match at this point out. About 18 laps to go. It's all about positioning, keeping your engine cool, saving it for the last couple laps, being in the right spot at the right time. Obviously, Lee and Gilbert, they want to be in a different spot into this race, so they're headed to the front. Chuck Runyon drops out to that outside lane and has no help out there. Immediately falls back. And that outside doesn't work unless you have friends. Side by side for the lead, Gilbert, Wheeler. That was close. Churchville almost came up in the outside lane there. That might have been the break Lee was looking for. And now Jakes looks high with Rod Roman, a senior. They go to the outside. Gilbert and Lee are almost clear, but they're not. They didn't get it done. Churchville's just up on the wheel. They're clear almost now. They better shove it down quick, and they do. And we have a new pair leading. Great racing. Dustin Lee getting it done out there. As the 42 pays back just a little bit, Wheeler getting right on his bumper. Getting Lee just a little loose. Now Wheeler looks high, but he has no help. Where is Wheeler going? Churchville's still hot. Doesn't look like Churchville's going with him. As Jakes looks high. Wheeler and Churchville got split up somehow there. But Wheeler's not wanting to give up that front row. As now Jakes pushes him clear to the lead. Now will Jakes get clear and drop Robin, a senior. He's clear. Yes, he splits it from his partner too. Oh, now he's going back up. Pick him up. Boy, Jakes can't decide as Gilbert ducks down to try to avoid. Now we got us a pack here. That's all it takes is one guy up front just moving around, and all of a sudden we got a pack. Got 36 of 50. Where do you want to be? I tell you what, you don't want to be in the last 4 or 5 trucks in this pack. You want to be in the front 4 or 5 trucks in this pack. Whoa, as Gilbert peels off. Gilbert's pitting. Cecil Renee is pitting. They must be out of fuel. That can't be good for Mr. Dustin Lee losing his partner like that at a critical part of the race. But up front, it looks like Rod Romana Sr. is our leader, getting a heck of a push by Charles Churchville. They're clear as can be, and they go low. As Jinx is going by Wheeler, tries to go by Wheeler, but Jinx has no help. Jinx is going to go straight to the back, I think. And now Churchville looks high on our leader, Rod Romana Sr. No, well, I don't think these guys mixing it up with anybody they can. Now Churchville and Wheeler hooked back up. This time Wheeler pushing. Remember, we talked to Jonas Hankins about where he wants to be, who he can work with at the end of this race. He's in a pretty good spot. He's into the top 5 cars now. Can he get it done? Dustin Lee getting it done on the inside there. Guys got to be getting hot. Want that bottom lane. Want the position. Wheeler's not giving an inch. Coming down to 11 to go here. All Pro Racing. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. You might see Michael D'Amico flash the cash. My name's Mike Ellis. He's Michael D'Amico. Side by side for the lead. This is great racing. Who's going to blow up first? Really good. Oh, the story here, the 42 finally gives it up. He's too hot. He backs off. 35 from Churchville. It doesn't take long to fade back. Dustin Lee's got to be cooking too. Now this can be sketchy because these guys stop pushing. All of a sudden everyone goes slower. And so you got to be checking up going on if you're farther in the back. Coming up on and to go here. Churchville, our leader, but not by much. Rod Roman, a senior, getting a heavy push by Dustin Lee on the inside. Dustin Lee is ducking out a little bit there, trying. You know he's hot. But these top two have been pushing away from the other ones. Got a little separation here. Top two pairs have separated themselves from fifth. Oh, we got a wreck. We stay green. That was Chuck Runyon involved. Let's take a replay on Chuck in the 33. Indiana Chevy Silverado. And I tell you what, this is the product of what I was just talking about with the checking up. Everybody's checking up here. These guys are in the back of that pack. And a 37 just doesn't give him much room there. And basically takes Chuck out. That's too bad for Chuck, and we do stay green. Back up front to live action. Wheeler, Churchville on the outside. Dustin Lee's not pushing, he's too hot. It looks like they're going to get it done here. Oh, they come up with a lap, Damon Gilbert again. Damon Gilbert going another lap down. Whoa, the lead pair about to trying to switch and almost take each other out. Side by side for the lead here. Oh, and the 35 tries to come down, forces Romanus below the yellow line. That's legal, folks. The 35 could not get it done, and they end up on the outside. And now Rod Romanus Sr. on the inside with Jonas Hankins and Donald Jing. I tell you what, Damon Gilbert and Dustin Lee are not where they want to be. Second pair on the outside. As we're running out of laps, chess match continues. Where do you want to be? Oh, these guys are racing hard now. Side draft and everything. And Hankins is pushing his guts out there. Rod Roman Sr. Hankins has methodically made his way one position forward at a time. And now he's got the inside on the bottom, second spot. That's really a good place to be. Churchville pushing hard on Wheeler on the outside. They're almost clear because Hankins is asleep at the wheel. They're clear. They duck down. And Hankins lets him go. Churchville immediately ducking out for spare. But he can. They just bottle up behind him. Oh, and Hankins turns Lee. Lee goes up into the fence. Caution is out. Take a replay of Hankins and Lee with poor Dustin Lee in checkers or records every single time. And we knew business was picking up there. Hankins goes up just a little bit. He's about a half lane up there. Dustin Lee, of course, is pinching down with it's go time. And they make contact. And then Dustin Lee bounces off of it, comes down into Rod Roman Sr. a little bit there and hits Hankins. Then straight up into the wall with Damon Gilbert just scooping the 51 all-uphill welding straight up into the air. He gets caught up into the top part of the fence, and he's literally hanging 3 feet from the top of the fence. That is a replay to save, boys. Boy, and you know, just a few hundred feet further, that truck might have went over into the grandstands. That would not have been good. Dustin Lee bringing it home on a wrecker. Well, they're going to have to pick him out of the fence there. Probably got grated like Swiss cheese. Let's pick up an interview with our leader, the 42 Mike Wheeler.
Dude, Mike Wheeler, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, good run tonight. You've been in the top 5 most of the night, and you and Churchville seem to be working really good out there. Can you hold it?
Only time will tell. I couldn't done without Churchville.
Well, it looks like he's been doing all the hard work, and you've just been riding up front. But you guys have switched up a couple times, but mostly Churchville's been pushing. Some of these other pairs have lost their partners, so you guys are probably sitting in a good spot.
We can hope so.
All right, well, good luck. We'll be watching.
Showing 8 cars on the lead lap here. Let's see if Dustin Lee is still around. Let's talk to Mr. Dustin Lee again.
All-uphill welding truck. You down there in the infield?
I'm out on the track. Ready to go again.
Well, I don't know how they got your truck out of the fence. It's literally stuck up in the fence about 3 feet from the top. You almost went over and cleared the track. Boy, that's going to make a nice little replay.
Yeah, definitely not how I wanted to end the night here. But, yeah, maybe we can get hooked up with somebody here on these last couple laps and push them to the win.
Well, as we've talked about before, with you, it seems like it's checkers or records. It's one or the other. And looks like you got wrecked tonight, but hey, we'll be watching.
Yep, well, let's see what we can do like pushing somebody up here.
All right, Dustin Lee showing us some entertainment. We've had some flying trucks tonight. As Andrew Williams would say, take flight. So Dustin Lee takes flight. Who else was it that took flight earlier? That was quite a replay as well. So not many trucks left out here on the lead lap. 8 cars. Let's go through them. Mike Wheeler, our leader. Charles Churchville, second. Rod Roman, a senior, third. Jonas Hankins, fourth. Donald Jinks, fifth. Logan St. John running sixth. Jerry Clayton, seventh. Eric Schaefer rounds out the last car in the lead lap. We haven't called Eric yet. Kept his nose clean out there, and looks like there's a couple other trucks on track. Kevin O'Brien's a lap down. And finally, Dustin Lee, 1 lap down as well. We're on lap 47 of 50. Pace car lights are off. As Churchville and Wheeler bring them down. What in the heck is Hankins and Roman, a senior, half of these guys? Green flag. Looks like Hankins is staying high with Jinx. They're not hooked up though. Oh, and they're wrecking back behind them. 51 is wrecked. Looks like we stay green, thank God. Churchville pushing Wheeler. We're coming around to the white flag here. Hankins is on the outside with Jinx. Can they get it done? Rod Roman, a senior, the odd man out here, running in third. No help. Just trying to figure out where he wants to be. Thinks about pulling up in front of Hankins. Doesn't do it. I don't know if Jinx and Hankins have enough steam. White flag. Churchville pull out on Wheeler here and give these other guys an opportunity or not. Jinx is coming. We got us a race. Rod Roman, a senior, pulls to the high side there behind Jinx, try to give them a little more air. All Pro Racing's on the outside here. As they bring it down to the line, Jonas Hankins takes the lead. It's going to be side by side. They wreck. Hankins does it. Spins as he takes the checkered flag. That was all Mr. Jinx getting it done up front. Let's take a replay of that finish real quick. The 42 comes up a little bit into Jonas, but he had the position and he was up in front enough. With Donald Jinks' help, he got it done. See if we can get an interview with our winner.
Mike Ellis up in the booth for our winner, Jonas Hankins. In Bass Pro Shops, congratulations. Boy, what a chess match there at the end. You got the position you wanted, I think, at that last restart and get it done. Good job.
Appreciate it there, Mike. That was a heck of a finish. All out to Donald, my pusher, man. He got me up there. Heck of a finish.
Well, you know, hey, you're no slouch either. You got yourself in the right position. You were in front of Jinx. You pulled out at the right time, and you got by Wheeler and Churchville there. Good win. Do you have anybody you want to say hi to or thank?
I just want to say appreciate it there, Donald Jinks. Heck of a push there. Hey, not a problem, Jonas. You know, if I couldn't get out there, I was going to make sure somebody did.
All right, well, good win. Now let's pick up Mike Wheeler, second place in that 42 truck. You still there, Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, so close there on that last restart. But you guys didn't get it done, even though you had the bottom.
Yeah, that's where the cookie crumbles sometime.
Well, I mean, would you want a different spot on that last restart than where you were at? That was a good spot to be in, but boy, those guys were coming on the outside.
Oh yeah, Donald and Jonas was fast. I mean, they were fast the whole race. I knew Donald was going to be coming. I knew he was bringing somebody with him. I just didn't know who.
Well, thanks for putting on a great show. Really good racing up front. You have anybody you want to say hi to or say thanks to?
Well, I probably wouldn't run as good as I did if it weren't for Charles. First Daytona race, I usually run at Talladega, but I'm pretty satisfied with it.
All right, congratulations, Donald Jinks. Boy, you put on a show there for us at the end. pushed your buddy Hankins up there to the win. Had a good race. You came up through, you probably passed more cars than anybody.
Yeah, I had that bad thing with the wait and see at the beginning of the race. I moved to the back, let it clear up, and avoided the wrecks and just did what I could do.
All right, we loved it. Great racing, clean, up front. Love to see that 3 Earnhardt out on the track. You have anybody you want to say hi to?
Hey, all the guys at All Pro, I'm glad you put this on. I'll be here next week again.
All right, congratulations.
So there you have it.
Have
Our
a
top
good one.
3 folks getting it done. $10 winner to Mr. Jonas Hankins. Final results. Hankins, our winner. All Pro Racing's own. Mike Wheeler second. Donald Jinks in third. Charles Churchville fourth. Rod Roman, a senior, fifth. Great run, Rod. Finishing out the lead lap cars, Logan St. John sixth and Jerry Clayton seventh. I don't think I called Jerry Clayton's name all night long, but somehow he kept his nose clean.
Yeah, Mike,
and brought it home on the lead lap. Good job, Jerry. My name's Mike Ellis. We got Mike D'Amico up in the booth. Thanks for joining us here at All Pro Racing. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for the best racing on the planet. We'll see you then. Thanks.